the battle for Chairlady. In the bustling village of Umuada, the annual August meeting was approaching, and tension hung in the air like heavy rain clouds. This year was different. Mama Chioma, the formidable chairlady who had led the women's group for 15 years, was finally stepping down. Two powerful women had emerged as contenders for her position: Mama Adanna, the wealthy textile merchant, and Mama Nnamdi, the educated school headmistress. Mama Adanna's compound buzzed with activity as market women gathered daily, planning her campaign. Her supporters boasted of her wealth and connections, how she had helped many women start their businesses, and how her relationship with the chairman of the local government would benefit the village. She had already ordered 500 plastic chairs and 200 umbrellas with her name emblazoned on them. Meanwhile, Mama Nnamdi's strategy centered on her education and progressive ideas. Her living room became a meeting point for the younger women and the few university graduates in the village. She promised to establish a women's cooperative society and adult education classes. Her supporters whispered that it was time for a modern woman to lead them into the future. The battle lines were drawn at church that Sunday. During announcement time, Mama Adanna's group appeared in identical gold and white lace, while Mama Nnamdi's supporters wore blue and silver. Each group tried to outdo the other in their Thanksgiving offerings, dancing to the altar with crisp notes held high. The real drama began at Mama Ogechi's compound during the pre-meeting consultations. Mama Adanna had arrived with 4 coolers of jollof rice and 3 cartons of beer, only to find that Mama Nnamdi's group had already been there an hour earlier with rice, chicken and maltina for everyone.
So this is how someone sneaks around like a night cobra. In my time, we respected meeting order.
The meeting schedule didn't specify times. Perhaps if you spent less money on bribing people and more on buying a wristwatch.
The argument that erupted could be heard 3 compounds away. Women chose sides, some standing behind Mama Adanna's imposing figure, others gathering behind Mama Nnamdi's straight-backed poise. It took the intervention of 3 elderly women to restore order. The situation escalated when anonymous text messages began circulating. Some claimed Mama Adanna's wealth came from dubious sources, while others alleged that Mama Nnamdi was corrupting young women with foreign ideas. The final showdown came on the first day of the August meeting. The women gathered at the village square, dressed in their finest George wrappers and head ties, reaching toward heaven. The election was to be conducted by raising hands.
I have watched you all turn our August meeting into a battlefield. Have you forgotten why our grandmothers started this tradition? It wasn't for power or pride, but for unity and progress.
She then revealed something that stunned everyone. Both candidates had approached her privately, each trying to secure her endorsement with envelopes of money. This revelation caused murmurs of shame to ripple through the gathering.
Perhaps we need someone who has demonstrated humility rather than ambition.
Eyes turned to Mama Ogechi, the quiet widow who had single-handedly put her 5 children through university by selling akara, and who had never sought recognition for the many young women she had helped educate. In the end, the women elected Mama Ogechi by unanimous decision. She accepted the position with tears in her eyes, thanking everyone in her characteristic gentle manner. Both Mama Adanna and Mama Nnamdi were appointed to head different committees where their strengths could best serve the community. Today the women of Umuada still laugh when they remember the great Chairlady battle. They say it taught them that true leadership isn't about who can make the most noise or share the most money, but about who can bring people together. And Mama Ogechi, she served for 10 years, during which the women's group built a community hall, established a successful cooperative, and sent dozens of girls to university. She never needed to raise her voice once.